All right, so when you first enter your affiliate link, this is a page that you will be taken to. This is the registration page. Once somebody enters a phone number, email, or a username that hasn't been used before, they will get directed to the next page, which is where they set up their password, all the rest of that contact information, and then they can get into their affiliate account. What their affiliate account will look like is this once they're in it. So they will see that they're able to start a new return. They're able to edit their account settings. So they can edit email, they can edit their password, their phone number, they can set security questions, they can create an authentication code with an app and set up a security key. And if they are a returning customer, you're going to see their prior tax year returns down here. If they've already started a return, like I did with this account, they can get back to their account to that return here. So that's what I'm going to do now. But before I get into that, there is this support tab here. Once, if for whatever reason the taxpayer has any questions, how do I get a Schedule C? How do I change my phone number? How do I do this or that? They can click here and send us a secure message. One of our team members will respond and give them appropriate directions after that. So once the taxpayer is ready to file their return, they can either start a new return where it will ask them for a social security number, the first name, last name, and the tax year. Since I already started one, I'm just going to go into this one. So as soon as I click work with filing, it's going to bring me to this navigation page. First thing we see is the submission status. I haven't even began this return, so it shows none submitted. But this is where I can begin either a new return or a federal extension. Once the return is filed and for whatever reason there's a rejection or something, we can get into this get e-file status page and it will give us more information as to what that rejection is and how we can resolve that. Once the return is filed, they can click into this print completed forms and documents tab and they can get a copy of that 1040, the federal or any state returns that they completed. They can also upload documents in this tab. So if there is a driver's license, a W-2 that they don't want to keep a physical copy of, they want to upload it into the software for future reference, they can upload it through here. So there's two different ways to upload documents. There's straight from your computer, or you can also text yourself a link, and then you can upload it through your phone. This get customer service button, this is going to take you straight to that support tab that we clicked on earlier. It's just going to allow you to send us a secured message if the taxpayer does need any assistance. Clicking settings, this will give us two different options. The first one will be deleting all the information that's currently in the account, or sorry, that's currently in the return, and it'll let you start over, or it's going to let you restart the interview process. And I'll show you a little bit more of what that interview process is once we begin a new return. Down here, this is just a quick link to take you to that My Account tab that we went into earlier, where you can change the email address, the password, phone number, and all of that account setting information. Now going into begin a new return, the first thing you're going to get is agreement, where you're going to have to sign, going all the way to the bottom. Save and continue, and then this is where all the fun stuff starts. So I already have a pre-filled address down here. It's going to take that mobile phone number that I registered the account with, and then just click save and continue because that does not apply to me. If you want to file a California tax return, you can click yes. It's going to go based off of the address that you listed on the previous page. So I'm just going to go yes just to see what that looks like. If you do need additional state returns, you can click yes here, and it's going to give you a whole list of other state returns that you can also add. After that, it's just the filing status information. Just to keep it simple, I'm going to do single with no dependents, and then we get into the nitty gritty of that tax preparer information or taxpayer information. For brevity's sake, I'm just going to do does not have, keep it going. And then this is our consent if they want to do Bing products. So I'm just going to do no. And then this is the interview process that I was talking about earlier. So there we have three different options. We have our easy. This is going to generate the most commonly used forms on our website. So what that means is as soon as I hit save and continue, we're going to get the W-2. Do you have W-2 income? Do you have 1099 R income? Just those very common forms are going to be brought up, and you're going to be asked, do you have these forms? This next interview option is the full one. So it's kind of the same idea as this easy one. You're going to get generated with specific forms. The difference is you're going to get generated all of the forms that we support. So you're going to go, do you want to add W-2 income? Do you want to add 1099-R income? So on and so forth until we get through all the forms that we support. In these processes, these two, the easy and the full, there's going to be an option to exit the interview mode. So you don't have to go through all those, yes, I want this. No, I don't want this. You can just click, it's going to say exit interview, and then you'll be taken to the summary page where you can yourself add more information there. This for the advanced user, this is going to give you a list of all the forms that we support where you will be able to check that off. This is a little easier to navigate, so I'm just going to click this one. So this is what I mean. There's a bunch of checkboxes. So I'm going to say I have a W-2 and I want to report those wages. We have all the other forms. So this is what you would be, what would be generated if you click that full interview mode. All of these, but the entry pages themselves. So I'm just going to click save and continue with that W-2. There's this email validation page, which you can totally skip if you would like. And then that brings us to this W-2 income page where I'm just going to enter a generic EIN. There's always a number that I love to go with, so I'm going to do this. Health insurance and miscellaneous items is going to be shown in every return as well. And then this is where we get into the state information. I'm going to skip this since it's not too pertinent to this. But once you do exit the interview, you will be taken to this summary page. So this is where, hey, this is your total wages for the federal return. This is the refund that you're going to get. All of this extra information is going to be here. To set up estimated payments, you'll find this down here. To add the method in which you want your refund, you can do either direct deposit or paper check. We'll go with paper check for now. And then you can also complete the signature page. So this is just going to be, you're indicating that you want to e-file, and you're going to be asked for that 5-digit signature pin, your prior year information, some CAPTCHA that you're going to have to go through, and then that signature. And that's about it. If you want to go back to the navigation page again, once the taxpayer submits their return, they should be able to see their status here. And then now you can see that they have this option to add a state even from the navigation page. It's like Connecticut or something, and then they can view their tax return detail. So that summary page, but just that summary page and no other options. If they wanted to add more information, so like more income once they were done with the interview process, they definitely can by using this search for a form tool. So if we do 1099-R, should be able to easily populate it and add a new income. So yeah, I'll be making a separate video with all the instructions on how to actually file the return, but for this video, that's about it. Head over to the other one to see how to file a return. Thank you.